What is up, people? It's your boy Fishing. Time for part 4, Billy Napier era. A lot to talk about, really. But before I do, if you like the video, man, hit the subscribe button, give me a like. I'd appreciate it. Let's talk about quarterbacks first, I guess. Emory Jones blew a lot of smoke with the transfer portal thing. He didn't actually even enter his name in the portal. I don't know if him and Napier sat down and talked. Maybe Napier said he wants to let him compete for the job. I don't really know. I still foresee him going in the portal, though. So a lot of the Emory haters and the Emory lovers, I mean, he's going to probably end up in the portal. I don't know, school anyway. So not really too much to worry about there. We're going to have Jack Miller, Ohio State transfer, Anthony Richardson, Jalen Kitna, and Carlos Del Rio as far as depth goes. I'm still hoping we get one signed with this class. If not, I guess it won't bother me too much, but I still want that. I've been saying that for a while now. I still want to sign a high school recruit at quarterback. But we did get a transfer from ULL, Kamryn Waits. This dude's absolutely huge. He's 6'8", 370 pounds. I don't know if he had any stars out of high school or anything, but he was a 2021 sign-on. He's got 4 years of eligibility, which is good. But if anything, for sheer size at offensive tackle, at a place of need for Florida, that's going to be huge. Just if anything, just because of size. So hopefully they can develop him, and that'll be a good add-on. Napier's really going for the offensive line because obviously our play has been so bad there. And a lot of defensive line and defensive end and stuff. He's really building the trenches. Like I've already said that a few times. But he's actually really doing it as far as how he's recruiting and transferring. So pretty good. So now we had Diabate transfer. He's going to Utah. We open the season next year playing Utah, so that's going to be really interesting. Utah's a pretty good team, so that's not going to be an easy game. But we had Jacob Copeland transfer to Maryland. That was a tough loss, in my opinion. A lot of people don't think so, but and then Chris Vogel went to Michigan State. Chester Kimbrough was a defensive back for Florida. He transferred to Michigan State. He's probably the best defensive back on their team now, so I think he's going to do well there. So, with that being said, we're going to lose a few people. Gerald Mincy, he's going to Tennessee, and I'm going to put all this stuff on the screen just so you can see. I expect us to get some more transfers. I don't really know exactly. We've yet to sign any skill position players like wide receiver, so really interesting to see. I mean, I want a little bit of that. We're developing in the trenches first, and I understand that, but want a little bit more of that, so we'll see how that goes and if he goes after any of them. We've got about 11 players I think we can sign left over still. I'd have to double check that because that's just what I've heard as far as how many we got on scholarship now. But we're hiring somebody to be in charge of the NIL and oversee it, and I think that's really important these days, especially for recruiting and just for the players in general. Having somebody there to organize, inform these kids, really they're kids. So inform these kids on what they can do and what they can't do, legality, taxes. I mean, everything that comes with NIL, we're going to have somebody overseeing that and working with these players. If these players have a question, they have somebody they can go to. I don't really know if any other schools have those, but it's going to be really vital for programs going forward with the NIL. So that's really a big thing. Billy is still building a staff really now. We just got Michael Piegler from Michigan State. He coached the running backs there. I don't know if Kenneth Walker rings a bell, but he was coaching Kenneth Walker. He's going to be the assistant coach and the tight ends coach here. Mel Tucker had a lot of good things to say about him, so in my opinion, really good hire. Now, the remaining position coaches and all that kind of thing, I'm thinking at the end of the NFL season is when we're going to find out about those. It's been rumored that the majority of the remaining staff is going to come from the NFL. People like Rob Sale, Giants offensive line coach. I've heard defensive line coach for the Rams. I mean, so I don't know too much about all that, but that's rumored to come at the end of the year, which no problem to me. They're NFL coaches at the professional level. So, as far as how he's put the staff together so far, I trust him going forward with that. So, we're going to see about all that. Now, we need a running back this class also. Trevor Etienne is going to commit January 8th. He's a big Florida lean, and we're hoping that problem's going to solve itself because we do need a running back transfer. The running back room is going to be Lingard, Bowman, and it's going to be Naquan Wright. And 3 is just not very, very good depth-wise for running backs, especially, Billy likes to run the ball. So definitely going to be big there. Maybe even 2 running backs recruited would be nice, honestly, for depth purposes. But now with recruiting, we're trying to go after Harold Perkins. He's a Texas A&M commit. He's a commit, not a signee, so he's still open. He's taking his visits. He's gonna visit Florida. He's gonna visit Miami, and I think maybe LSU. It's gonna be between Texas A&M, Florida, and Miami probably when it comes down to it. But like I said, he's a Texas A&M lean, and he's always been like that as far as his recruitment goes. Gentry Williams, we're still working on him. That would be a big get. If we could get one of these two, though, to flip, it would be absolutely huge for Billy. As far as the class we're about to go into, I don't know how many more he's going to sign. We're just going to have to see about that, or how many more transfers we'll get. Well, we'll just have to see. But it would be huge. I mean, Harold Perkins, number one linebacker in the country. So it'd be absolutely huge. But it's really weird how, I wouldn't say weird, it's just interesting to see how he's putting staff together. He's building like a super coaching staff. You know how you have super teams, super conferences, whatever. He's building like a super coaching staff. It's really interesting to see. But it's also interesting to see most of these coaches are in their 30s to 40s. They're not so young that they're going to make mistakes and have not no experience, but they're not so old that they can't recruit with the younger kids, or they're just old or stale or whatever. There's a logic behind that he's using, in my opinion. I mean, it's just to recruit better, and it's to have coaches for a longer period of time, and nothing wrong with that at all. Very good mindset to have. So we'll see y'all, man. I think that's all I got for y'all today. See y'all for part 5. If you like the video, man, hit the like, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate y'all watching. We'll see y'all.